uh, people who push for separation of church and state they're stupid or they're fascist. You cannot have separation of church and state in a country which people vote, religious people vote. And if you want separation of church and state, for example, actually separation of church and state, they mean anything that happens to you in a church ground, for example, government cannot involve. For example, if you get killed in a church ground, the church and its system, in this case, the church has to have its own justice system. Government cannot be involved. It's the same people. These people are so hypocrite. They hate God so much. They want God in the government. They want separation of church and state. They say separation of church and state, but it's separation according to how they like it. It's not actually separation. For example, if you get killed in a church ground, they want government to be involved, because separation in church and state, for you to have separation in church and state, church has to have its own judicial system. It cannot, for example, if it's separation, government cannot intervene in anything that happens in the church. If you get killed in the church system should judge you, should judge people who kill you. Also, this is why people don't like it. This is why it's something so clear. You know, they have problems. They have problems understanding it. For example, in a country, the religious people vote. It's impossible to have separation of church and state, because, for example, my case, for example, I'm religious. I'm Christian. When I go to vote, I vote according to God. I vote according to Christianity. I don't vote according to humans. I'm not independent from God. I'm dependent from God. I vote according to God. The same thing as people who run for office, for example, who become president, government, mayors. If they're Christians, if they're actually Christians, they do things according to God. That's why it's impossible to separate church and state in a country which people can vote. And people keep pushing for this one religious people to not vote. Because if they vote, at the same time you want separation of church and state, but while if you are for religious people voting, they mean you're not for separation of church and state, because religious people are voting. Any religious people vote according to God. And this is what makes a person a fascist, because he keeps asking for separation of church and state. Church and state. That means you are against religious people voting. Alright, that's all for this video. And come on, like, could you guys just like stop following people? Could you think instead, like, following people, like separation church? If you have atheists, a bunch of atheists just following each other, it's like nobody's thinking, you know. Like, it's impossible to have separation church and state. Alright, see you guys later.